So I'm out testing the Versa today on the test blocks. You've seen these blocks in many videos. Everything's glued down. We have 5 different levels of difficulty, and I also have some iron nails that are glued down too that we'll test. I test those basically for falsing. So what we're going to do is we're going to reset the Versa, and then we're not going to change anything in park mode other than changing it to 2-tone, because it's a 6-tone program. So when you first reset the Versa, it's going to start in 14 kilohertz. We're going to change that over to multi. We'll pick a quiet channel, and we're going to change it to 2-tone. When it starts to struggle, we can make adjustments to see if we can get it to improve. All right, so the power button is here on the left. We're going to hold down the pinpoint button to reset it. It's going to go through its master reset. Want you to balance the coil. And now here, that starts in field mode, and it's at 14 kilohertz. So the first thing we want to do, we want to get in here and we want to change this over to park mode. And park mode is our little castle and 2 trees right there. And we back out and we can hold this down again. And now let's go pick our multi-frequency. So we're going to scroll all the way over. And we're going to pick our quietest multi-frequency channel. That seems pretty good right there. All right, so we're multi-5. We'll back out. Thinking, processing, we're going to calibrate the coil. Now this is stock park. There are a couple things that we can do, RUTUS recommended, to help with a test like this. One is dropping the discrimination to -10, but we'll go through stock first, and if it starts to struggle, then we'll lower that. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go into menu, and we're going to, reactivity is 5. I forget what, reaction is what they call it, so that's 5. We're going to go over to 2 tones. We're going to change that from 6 to 2. And that's it. We're ready to hunt. So when it starts to struggle, we'll change it. I also have the small coil. I think the small coil is going to perform a lot better on these tests. But let's see. First, let's drop this sensitivity. We don't need it that high out here. So you can see the machine is very quiet, very stable. And now we are ready to go. So level 1 is same plane. That's a bob or dime. And this is a buffalo nickel, both next to a square nail. So positive 59, positive 60. Same plane, no problem there. Same plane next to the buffalo nickel. All right, level 2 now is a 1/2 inch raised nail next to a buffalo nickel. Versa is already struggling with that. Now I have yet to see a high-end multi that struggles on level 2. The score you've seen and the double score hit this no problem. We'll see if we can adjust this to hit it with the recommendation that RUTUS made. So that's the nickel. We'll get back to that one. Here's the dime. No problem on the dime, so like the high conductor there. Here is a 1 inch raised nail next to a mercury dime. Nope, that's a bobber dime. Not seeing it. Come up high, low. Doesn't want to see these targets. Tomorrow we will test that small coil. We're running out of daylight today. Here's 1 inch raised next to a nickel. Slow, high, does not want to see that nickel. All right, level 4, now this is 1 inch raised next to a piece of gold. I really don't know why we're going to go over these because it's not going to hit it if it's not hitting those others. 5 is a V-nickel between 2 nails, 1 inch raised and then 1 flat. And here is a dime. All right, and we're not falsing on any of the square nails. Look at the size of that one. All right, and you're not going to see an ID on these nails because the discrimination is at 0 in stock park mode. Now, a recommendation that RUTUS made was to drop that discrimination down to -10 for a test like this. So we're going to drop it down to -10, and now we're going to start to see some iron IDs. See that -4 coming through? -6. So we're going to start to see some IDs. So let's see if it helps now. So here is the nickel that it was struggling on. So an iron tone. right, here's the level 3 blocks again, 1 inch raised. And there's more we can change to try and help this machine. I like the layout of this. It almost seems like we have an XY screen up here from the Deus 2. You can see, I don't know if you can see what's going on top there. Like I said, I think that small coil that we test tomorrow is going to do, I like the layout of it. It's actually a double D coil. It's an accessory coil. Here's level 5. We're not hitting any of these targets. Come up high, low. This Versa is just not hearing it, not seeing them at all. All right, so let's see what other options we have. So in the submenu of recovery speed, if we hold down the pinpoint button, we get into this FL, so FL, FH for high, and then in the beach mode it has you know, a wet multi-frequency. In here is a coin boost. Okay, we can try that as well. I tried that earlier, but I did start to get some falsing on the nails. But this third one here is an iron filter. So let's lower that. Let's drop that down to 0. Because any iron filter running in the background is going to create some masking. So let's go back out of here and let's see if we hit these now. So now we have no iron filter, and our discrimination is where? Our discrimination is at -10, like RUTUS recommended, and we have no iron filter. Still nothing. All right, level 4. You know, and we don't have any videos that we can really watch here in English. It doesn't look like RUTUS has any videos out either. So I don't know. You know, I don't have anything to compare this to say, is this a bad coil? This has the newest update in it. So I don't know what's going on. But I do know that I've messed with everything available here, and the RUTUS is just not seeing it. Let's go back into the submenu and try this coin boost mode. All right, so this is coin boost. It's supposed to help pull the coins through. Let's crank it all the way up and see if that helps at all. So this is at 30. Nothing. It's trying to do something there, but I notice I get falsing. That's and it mentions that in the manual too. Like, be careful with that coin boost because you can get falsing. So whether this is the dime, no, that might be the dime. See that? That might be the dime there. That might be the nickel. But if you, I mean, you're not going to hunt like that, right? So on a sweep, I think that's helping. It's doing what the manual said. You know, those are the recommendations that RUTUS made for adjustments in here. So turning it on stock and adjusting it to 2 tones in park mode, which is their fast mode, really it's struggling. This is struggling more than, you know, basically any machine that I've seen. And I can grab, where's the let me turn this off. Hold on 1 second. Let me grab the double score. I mean, I think the score is in here. Oh, we'll just go with the regular score, because the score has no adjustments. All right, so the score, field mode, the only thing I'm eliminating is the ground. That's it. And here's 2. All right. And this is a $300 machine. Here's level 3. Positive ID. And this thing will go even higher. it'll hit some of these harder ones too. So we will we'll try the RUTUS tomorrow with the and this is not falsing on the nails either. So we'll try the RUTUS tomorrow with that smaller coil. I think it'll definitely help it. But yeah, that coil is definitely struggling. Maybe it's a bad coil, I don't know, but I've gone through the settings they recommended. Earlier I tried it in beach mode too, because beach mode has a bottle cap reject. So I went into beach mode and dropped the bottle cap reject right out, and it still wasn't doing any better. So if you have any feedback or input, please let me know. But that's the test here. I haven't taken it in the test garden yet to see depth, but that's what we see so far. Thanks for watching.